Hi there. Thank you for joining me for Moments with Mom. And I should add that you're joining Mom too. Barbara Weinberg is joining me today. I'm Susan McCallion with McCallion and McCallion Real Estate here on Sanibel and Captiva Islands, serving all of Southwest Florida. Today we're going to talk about values. Everyone wants to know what their home is worth. We're going to talk about assessed value. What's that? Appraised value. What's that? And market value. Mom, can you talk about appraised value and tell us what that is? Why does someone get an appraised value on a home they're about to buy or a home they're selling?
They usually get an appraised value on the home they're going to buy because the mortgage people will insist on it. They want to know if you're buying it for $400,000 that there is reasonable belief that that is a good value for that house at that time. And it's important for financial reasons for the mortgage company. And that makes a sizable difference. And I've had people ask to have a house appraised even before they made an offer.
I'm so glad that you brought up that some people choose to get an appraised value before they even buy a home. Some sellers like to get an appraisal on their home before they list a home, just to make sure they have another idea of what their home is worth. So we've had a couple situations where, not too many actually, but a couple where the appraised value is lower than the contract price. So the options that buyers have, if they find that they have not received the contract price for their appraisal price, is that they can go back to the seller and they can say, hey, it came in at $800,000, but our contract price is $1.2 million. Would you take $800,000? In most cases, the seller will say, no, thank you very much. We'll just wait for another buyer to come along. Most cases that I have dealt with, I think I've only had 2 or 3 that didn't appraise. In most cases, the buyer ends up bringing more money to the table because they really want the house, and that's why they made their $1.2 million offer on it. So next we're going to talk about is assessed value.
Okay.
I love assessed value in Lee County. So Jim and I own a home here on Sanibel, and we have owned the home since 2008, and when you purchase a home in Lee County, 90% of your purchase price is considered the assessed value in most cases. So when we bought our home, that was the case. We did something called Homestead Exemption. So we live in our home all the time, full-time, 12 months out of the year. And we're qualifying for Homestead Exemption, which means that our assessed value cannot go up more than 3% per year. For me, I love that because, as we know, real estate values have gone up way more than 3% in the past couple of years. But my assessed value has not gone up. And the taxes that we pay is based on the assessed value. So find out from your local town, county, or state what the situation is for your particular home where you're buying or selling.
You know, there is a difference between assessed value, appraised value, and current market value.
Oh, what a great segue. Market value essentially means where a seller lists a home at the value they think their home is worth, and a buyer makes an offer based on what they think the home is worth. Supply and demand is a huge, huge impact on market value. We've seen that over the past 2 years very, very clearly.
Yes.
Where someone may put their home at, let's just say, $1 million, and they may have 3 or 4 offers, and their offers may be above $1 million. That's market forces at work, and that's market value.
That's right.
Yeah. So what else can we say about market value, assessed value, and appraised value?
Well, market value is the one thing that most people don't completely understand because they don't completely understand the market influences. because they're not knowledgeable about what real estate may be in one section of town as opposed to another section of town. And that makes a real difference.
Oh, I am super glad you brought that up, Mom, because you're right. You could be looking at an inland home versus a home on the beach. And the market value relative may be very different for those two properties.
That's correct. That's correct. Real estate, we always say location, location, location.
So that brings us back around to it's a really good idea to have an excellent real estate agent who is knowledgeable about your community that you're looking to buy in, because they can give you some tips on market value in hyper-local areas, neighborhood by neighborhood, or inland versus coastal. And really, you do have to lean on your agent a bit for that, because again, you can look at Zillow, you can see those estimates, you can look at Realtor.com to see what the estimates are there, but they're not boots on the ground. And when you're looking to buy or sell, you want boots on the ground. Thank you very much for joining my mom, Barbara Weinberg, and me, Susan McCallion. If you'd like to know more information about what your home is valued at, give us a call. You can reach me at 239-472-1950. I've got an incredible team of wonderful agents. Take care. Thanks for joining us.